Hey y'all, Kathy here with Living Miracle Homestead. Guess what? I have a new fruit that is just starting to ripening up. This is the first one, and yes, it's got a spot on it. I'm going to pull that off and then I'm going to eat the rest of it. But this is a loquat, and I'm going to show you the tree and show you all the fruit on it. Very nice fruit set. It should have been more, but you know, I'm glad with what I got. It'll be better the bigger it gets. So trying to get a good showing here of everything. Most of the fruit is up there. There is a few fruit down here. Not much over on this side. Most of it is up there and in the center. But a very nice amount of fruit for second year. Looks like that one over there is not quite ready yet. I'll probably get that tomorrow or the next day. But this one is definitely ready. When I do this, when I eat these, I'm gonna show you how I eat these when I get over here. And I've got to pull some weeds for my girls. Okay, so this is a weird setup. It's on the rotten post there. But so what I do is I just kind of scratch out the end there, because that's tough when you go to eat it. Just pull that off. You can skin them if you want to. That's not necessary. I don't ever skin mine, but I do not like that end. So I get that end off, and I will pull this little bad spot off there. And then I can eat it. So here we go. That's good. Still a little bit tart. Still a little bit tart for my liking. But it could be the variety that David got me. I really can't say there's anything that tastes like it. It has its own unique flavor, and this one had 2 seeds in it, which I will keep and try to start the seed. Ginger? Sorry guys, the dog's trying to get out the gate. See, I got the gate open over there with that animal cage right there in the way, and she's trying to get past it because she's a little brat. Anyways, I'm gonna sit down here and talk to you for a minute. I'm getting tore up by these no-see-ums and the mosquitoes, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to sit here. But oh, I have to tell you this story. For years and years and years, I canned jellies and stuff like that, and my mother-in-law and I decided that we was going to can some, make some jelly out of loquats. It is so good that everybody wanted some of it. So she used to make it all the time and share it with all of us. But she had a beautiful tree in her backyard. And unfortunately, all of her trees are not being taken care of, unfortunately. But I'm hoping I saw a tree that was hanging over into the street, and it didn't look as if they harvest them. So my thought is I'm going to go and ask them if I could, if I could harvest their fruit and bring them some jelly. You know, if they don't want me to, that's okay. But I'm not going to pay for the fruit, because I don't know, unless they like said take it all for $20 or something like that. I would do that, but I wouldn't pay any more than $20 for them. Just saying, I'm cheap. But it was a huge tree, and if I could get David to help me with that, I could make them some jelly and take them, you know, a couple jars of jelly. And I don't mind doing that. Now, folks come around here all the time wanting to pay me for my mangoes, wanting to know if they could have free mangoes and this and that and this and that. They don't ever offer to make something and bring it back to me. Now, honestly, I don't know if I'd ever take something somebody else made unless I knew them. Ginger, get out of there. You're disgusting. She's eating rabbit poop. Disgusting. This dog is really weird. The bananas that we got the other day, last week and a half ago, I guess, that heifer done ate almost all of them. I had them sitting up against the wall in the dining room, and I said, man, that sure looks like a lot of bananas gone. And I want you to know, about an hour or so later, I caught that heifer eating them. I had to literally pick them up and put them on top of the table because she's eating them all. So I can't trust her with nothing. She's probably the one that eats all my fruit out around the yard, and I think it's something else getting it. But anyways, she don't really mess with the star fruit, so that's one thing she doesn't mess with. I've got a few on the ground again, so I'm hoping the kids come up. I can probably pick them up, but that's a job that the grandkids love to do, and put them in my compost bin for me. But getting back to the fruit business, if you can find somebody that has a tree that you want, that's a great way to get them to allow you to harvest some of their fruit, is offer them to bring them, like if they're having peaches, I'll bring you a couple jars of canned peaches, and as long as you return the jars, I'll bring you the peaches. Or don't even worry about the jars, you know. I don't know, it's all up to y'all how you want to figure it out, but that is the great way to save on buying produce and stuff like that. So, that being said, I got to figure out how to get me some loquats, because I want some loquat jelly. Well, folks, looks like I'm going to have me some berries, some blueberries. This little dude is full of berries. So, wish the other half of it hadn't died back. Anyways, I'm looking forward to these. I wish I had known they weren't going to grow this fast. I would have gotten more. I thought they were going to grow faster than this, but oh well. The place where we went to the blueberry farm and picked, he told me he has to cut them back every single year, way back. I mean, feet. Cut them feet back, like 3 feet back. I don't know. Anyways, I got some new growth on this one too, along with the spider webs. But trying to do a little bit of maintenance here and water at the same time. But I'm gonna tell you something, these things right here are very painful for me to remove. They have big long roots and they get stuck. I mean, stuck deep. So when it gets real rainy season, they'll come up easier, but Right now they're really hard. Even with the shovel, it's hard to get them out. Alrighty, I'm fixing the water in here. I just turned that water on. I gotta get a different hose because see how it's pinching it off? Make that stay open. Every time it pinches it off, it doesn't flow right. But check this out, look how much they're growing. Now these are still a little bit damp from yesterday, but all the rest of them are dry. And all this up here is dry, so I'm gonna get it all watered in. But I'm just amazed at how beautiful and fast it's growing. These look a little puny, so I'm gonna give them that extra water today. And scarlet runners will be up on the vines. I mean, up on the trellises not too long. Gotta get all this stuff off here. That way they won't be struggling to hold on to something. Anyways, got another mater right there. I took those other ones in, they were delicious. Those two right there I ain't gonna mess with yet. And look, these dudes have grown in one day from, I mean, they were under there. If you've seen the video, last video, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, they've grown like 3 or 4 inches. Pretty cool. Them over there too. Those are the garden peas. I don't know if I like them or not. It's a new one on me. And we'll try it out this year and see how I like it. And squash is doing better since they got watered yesterday. And I am still watering these, even though there's nothing in them. I'm trying to keep them watered because I saw somebody, I can't remember who it was right offhand, talking about your soil, how it depletes whenever it's not watered regularly. So I am trying to keep everything watered really nicely. Not overwatered, but you know, a good watering. At least every day or every other day. I didn't want to do this with this reclaimed water, but hey, listen, this is what I got. And you know, I could be going on here say, look how big that over there is. Those are Blue Lake bush beans that are so tall already. Doing fabulous. Now, I've got to go in there with my seeds tonight and figure out what I'm going to plant for in the bed here. In the bed. I'm watering the bed and thinking about the bed. What I'm going to plant in this stack vertical planters, and looking forward to doing that now. I learned something, guys, and I don't know if I've told you guys or not because I'm getting senile. Those new stackables that vertical planters that I got from Dollar Tree, if you're going to use them, and I'm going to call Linda because I know she's got some, and I'm going to call Brenda because I know she's got some. But if you've got some and I don't know about it, I'm telling you about it. They do not have holes in the bottom of them. So therefore it's not, if you water the top, it's not watering the bottom. So, and I'm still watering those over there by hand. So I'm able to get them. But when David's up here, I'm going to have him hold them. And I'm going to drill holes in the bottom of them so that they will run through and water all, and I can water from the top. Like you do most vertical planters. The top usually runs down and waters everything. So, and I'm gonna water this stuff underneath here because there's a tomato plant underneath there growing really fantastic, and I don't want to lose it. And by watering these sticks and stuff underneath here, it helps them to compost down better and faster. So I still have not decided whether or not I will be planting, be replacing the fabric that I've been putting in down underneath there. And I'll explain why. See all the beautiful mycelium that was underneath there? I'm going to add more mulch on top of here for sure. But this is some type of something. I asked my group, and I haven't looked today to find out what they said. But yesterday it was really big, and it was way out here. The day before, see it even on the hose. The day before, it was a few days ago, I pulled this up, the plastic that was right here, and this was underneath it, and it was a beautiful yellow color, like somebody threw up. And I've heard of some kind of slime stuff. I can't even think what it was, but there's some kind of good stuff that breaks down stuff too. So I don't want to mess up my ecosystem here. And these tomatoes are sneaky. I should harvest these for the birds. I mean the chickens, but I'm not going to right now. I've already given them a ton. Look at here. This one's good enough I can eat too. Sometimes I eat them a little bit green. But I'll probably put this one on the counter and it'll ripen for tomorrow. But they're sneaky. They're all up in there. And you can't see them until they turn yellow. So there's a ton of blooms on there. And there's several plants in there. They're all the way out to here. So trying to let them grow wild and do their thing. The grandkid got in there, Lancey Poo, and broke off my big huge pieces over there on the other side. And I'm hoping and praying that wasn't the bigger tomatoes, because I love these tomatoes, but man, oh man, I want some really big tomatoes. Still got tomatoes in here, and check this out. I stuck that stick down in here. Oh, got lots of bugs too. I got to do something about that. That's from the bananas. That the banana thing that when you pull off the bananas, and there was a few that was too small that we didn't get, those little gnats will go after them. But anyways, look at it. I'm hoping that rooted. That's my Pakistani mulberry. Look at all the blooms on top of that miracle fruit too. Wow. Anyways, I'm stepping on the hose and it's slowing down. I've got it over here watering this sugar apple because it's really super dry. You can tell it in the leaves and everything. So folks, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go in. I've been eaten up by bugs all night long, all afternoon. Been in here since about 4:30, and I don't even know what time it is now. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. So I've been in here for a while, for an hour and a half. And got all my watering done. Now see, I was doing this by hand. I cannot water everything by hand. So that's why I went ahead and went back to the reclaimed water, and hopefully it's going to be all right. The thought of putting something in my body after working so hard to keep chemicals out that could give me cancer really upsets me. Now, I did not water up here, and I have to show you this. That beautiful tree right there was laying over, so it may go back into the compost bin too, underneath my raised beds, like the rest of this stuff is going underneath there too. And I'm gonna make another haul of leaves. On the other side of the mango tree, there's a ton of leaves. I'll show you that in just a minute, but I gotta turn this water off. Got nice and wet in here. So I got some leaves over here that I've been trying to keep. I don't know if David went over them or what, but they're kind of getting chopped up. I think he ran over them with the mower, but that's okay. I'm gonna rake all this up tomorrow. Hopefully, if something don't stop me from doing it, I'm gonna rake this all up and get that put in my compost bin. So these little flowers right here, I do believe are goldenrod coming up. So I'm very happy about that. These are not, I don't know what that is, but oh well. I don't want David just running over them with the lawnmower, but this is where they are. And it seems to me like I had more than just these 3 plants. There's some more coming up right here. Let's see here. Let's go down through here. Yep, there's some back there. So I think if this gets, there's some right there. I think if this gets a good watering, I think they might start growing better too. The Suriname cherries is in bloom again, so that's pretty cool. David's talking about clipping the hedge. Yes, it needs it, but boy, I'm telling you, I hate it when he does it because I lose so much fruit. And I lost all of the fruit. There's nothing on these. These will all fall off, but I'm hoping that I get another flush. Now I want to show you something real close up. Those that have already fallen off, that one's not, but check this out. That, I don't know if it'll focus in. That right there is, I don't know why it's not focusing. Okay, this one it shows better. See those right there? Those are new blooms, I believe, coming out. Some right there. You gotta really look close because they're just now starting to pop out. There's one right there. Hopefully that'll be these things and give me fruit. I don't think it's new growth, but it could be new growth too. You never know. So I'm just praying that it gives a good flush of new blooms so that I have fruit this year, because I really need it. Gotta make my mango jam. I said I was being done with this video, didn't I? I'm like a squirrel. There it goes, another thing I can talk about, right? I absolutely love my my place here, my gardens, all the things that I do. But I have to say that there are times when, see, like right now I'm having to dump the excess water out of these guys. It makes it real hard because I live in the city and there's so much more I want to do. I mean, so much more. It's just standing in water. I definitely got to get holes put in these. I don't want my bulbs to what do you call it? Rot. I'm gonna have to take these apart. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and I'll see you next time here on Living Miracle Homestead. Bye now.